You can find us at BWSSpodcast.com and on Facebook at BWSS Podcast. This is because we said so. Let's start the show.
And now, recording from beautiful and sexy Miami, with your hosts, Seth and Laz and Research Lucas. It's because we said so.
All right, folks. Well, this is because we said so. We got Seth in mic 1. We got Laz in mic 2.
Yo.
We got Lucas in mic 3.
Hey.
And we have nobody in mic 4. Aww, it happens. So Antoine was supposed to be here, and he's like, yeah, it's all good. And then somewhere along the lines, it was like 5 days ago. Still, like with my job, I'm just super, super busy. So I'll be honest with you, I'm still struggling a little bit trying to get everybody in. But we're talking to Benny, talking to Antoine. I got to get Marcos in. We got to get Alex back in. It's just been, Anyway, so long story short, Antoine was like, hey, guys, or Seth, I forgot I'm getting the COVID shot on Tuesday, so I don't know how I'm going to feel. I'm like, dude, like when you're getting the COVID shot, it's not like you just feel bad.
I didn't take it this weekend because of what I thought would be like that, like a side effect, and have to go to work. I'd rather have.
But it's not going to be the same day, though. Like,
I'd prefer to be off the next few days after I take it.
Sure. That's fair.
But I could still come to the show for effects. I mean, I don't know.
Well, it's a little bit different for you because you do have a little bit more of a responsibility, I guess you could say. But, the fact of the matter is if you're going to feel bad, it's not going to be for a couple days. Lucas, when you got it, how did you feel the first day?
Like I had a hangover headache, but
really,
took a couple ibuprofen and I was good.
So he's not helping my argument here. Good Lord.
Everybody else that's taken it has been fine for me.
Fine. Fine.
And actually,
but the second one they say is the doozy.
Not you guys, but somebody else took it from work, and he was there for 5 minutes, 15 minutes observation.
Yep.
And nothing was wrong with him at all.
Sure.
So
yeah, I mean, I took it. Look at this. So used to going to that trio cam there. There we go. Yeah. So I got it, and you walk in. It's administered by a bunch of military professionals, and it's it's like whatever. It was honestly like out of all the shots that I've received in my life, I really like this. It was like I felt nothing.
I haven't heard anybody say anything negative. My dad, my cousins, I have
sure.
Literally, I don't know.
Literally.
I
like literally.
Only one person I know they did have a fever for 2 days.
Sure. Okay.
But they had the weird one, the one that the blood clots.
That's AstraZeneca, but you can't get that in the United States. So Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah, they don't live here. They live I think Saudi. Where's the one people can go to? Saudi Arabia?
Well, yeah, I mean, Saudi is probably one of the friendlier ones to the United States. Of course, they're also the ones where people are getting arrested, mostly women, for doing stuff that's more along the lines of what you'd see in the United States, like dancing, for instance, or, wearing short shorts and blah, blah, blah.
That's illegal.
Stop it. I know, right? Here in America, in Miami, they'd have to arrest everybody.
I went to my friend's house the other day, and there was a girl laying by the pool, and literally her vagina was just exposed.
Really?
I'm just I don't even know if she knew. I just kept walking. I didn't keep looking at it.
It's hard not to
But I was like, really?
So she at least the double take. What's that, Lucas?
Of course.
She let the kitty out of the cage.
Yeah, she let
the kitty out of the cage. That's right.
I was like, oh shit.
Obviously
she was attractive. So
because you said that, Lucas, I think we're gonna do the kitty cage track for this episode. I think that would be great. I keep going to the wrong freaking set of cameras. Here we go. Good Lord. By the way, Lucas, really like the picture.
Thank you.
It's quite an beautiful shot done with your phone, which is pretty cool, I have to say.
Your camera's amazing.
Yeah, for a phone, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but that's a pretty damn good picture.
Toot toot. I don't have a horn toot. That would be interesting. Like one of those not train, but I guess train. Yeah, like bonk, bonk. Anyway, so you can get a website at bwsspodcast.com. All the links are there. Spotify, TikTok. Although lately I haven't been doing the 1-minute clips because I'm just obviously
Swamped.
Yeah, like literally. I mean, I usually get home like an hour before we have to do the show, but lately it's like I got home like 15 minutes before you guys got here and had to like get everything ready for the studio and stuff like that. So we record everything on camera. So we do get a lot of listens. Those of you listening, if you want to watch the show, you can come check it out. We have a link. Once again, bwsspodcast.com. All the music is from the Unsilenced. And we release one extended show a week. So this is BWSS episode 71, folks. Creeping on a come up. So topics today, USA vaccinates the world, or at least we're going to get started. Which is great because we freaking should. Dementia is linked to not getting enough sleep.
I believe that.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it makes complete sense.
Yeah.
It's certainly not a surprise. NASA rover makes oxygen. So the rover they just put down that has its little helicopter buddy, it made oxygen. Did you guys hear this? No? I mean, I probably could have teased it. Oxygen made an interesting gas, and then be like, oh, wonder what it is. But anyway, they made fucking oxygen. So WTF News, we got Lucas's weather, corona positivity, we got a little beef. Who knows what else we can come up with? Please check out our sister show, MarketPeek, P-E-E-K. It's a stock show. Me and Mark and Matt, my friend Matt, we do it. We were doing a few shows a week, down to 2. Last week, we didn't do any because, interestingly enough, Matthew is going through a bit of a transition as well. But definitely give you some ideas on what to look for in the market. Also, we feature a lot of stocks, new entries into the market and stuff like that. So with that being said,
It's time for Quick News.
New York Times, sleeping too little may increase dementia risk, study finds. So the research tracking thousands of people from age 50 on suggests those who sleep 6 hours or less a night are more likely to develop dementia in their late 70s. The researchers published Tuesday in the journal Nature Communications says it has limited limitations, but also several strengths, and that's the paper. So they're saying, look, this isn't ironclad, but there's definitely a correlation. It followed nearly 8,000 people in Britain for about 25 years, beginning when they were 50 years old. Found that those who consistently reported sleeping 6 hours or less on average weeknights were about 30% less more likely than people who regularly got 7 hours of sleep, which is defined as normal. It would be really unlikely that almost 3 decades earlier, this sleep was a symptom of dementia. So this great study is providing strong evidence that sleep is really a risk factor. Pre-dementia brain changes, like accumulations of proteins associated with Alzheimer's, the changes are known to begin about 15 to 20 years before people exhibit memory and thinking problems. So sleep patterns might have a lot to do with it.
Like this week, I had a really horrible time sleeping, and I've had the most vivid lucid dreams.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And like a lot of the things felt like it was literally real.
Sure.
Like the next day stuff going on, but it wasn't that. And I'd wake up like, what the fuck? Like, so I definitely see that happening.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. You know how it is when you wake up and you haven't slept for properly for a couple of days and you just can't even think.
Sure. You get in a super deep sleep.
Yeah.
I had a couple. In fact, I had a really vivid dream with my best friend Steve in it last night. So whatever, bitch. But we were like, we were on like with a group of people, like this big like party going on, and I don't know.
It was a bride.
Whatever, bitch.
No, but like literally.
Yeah,
like,
and I woke up, I was like, damn, dude. And I've actually had one a week ago. Sorry to interrupt. I had one a week ago where I woke up and I was like, I'm not going to get into it, but I was like, I felt like waking up, I was in the dream. Like it was
that's what I'm
so
saying.
crushingly vivid.
There has to be a correlation. Like I definitely believe that's real.
Yeah.
And it's
For
crazy.
sure.
I just said that right before we started. I didn't even know you had that as a news thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, what the brain does when you sleep, obviously, they don't really know what dreams are per se. They haven't figured it out. But what your brain does, all that memory you took in for the day. It's like, okay, say, can only hold so much. This is the stuff we're going to convert to long memory, and this is the stuff, the short memory stuff, we're just going to get rid of. So it's freeing up, space in your memory, kind of like your hard drive. So it's really, really important. And people that don't get enough sleep, you can die because your brain just can't function because it doesn't have enough time to get rid of the information it's trying to get rid of. And I'm oversimplifying the concept, but that's essentially what happens.
It's the same thing with like the schizophrenics.
Sure.
They I don't know if I call them schizophrenics, but whatever. They believe the real world is a dream and their dreams is real life.
Sure.
It's tough.
And it's one of those situations where over the course of 20, 30 years, if your brain isn't allowed to unwind like that, it could easily lead to dementia. Did it again, the wrong freaking... I don't want to reset the hotkeys. Anyway, Lucas, what's up? Go for it.
I was gonna say, do you guys ever drink apple juice right before bed?
No.
I mean, I'm sure I have. Why?
There's chemicals in it that give you very lucid, vivid dreams.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Right.
Only
Drink
apple
like
juice?
Apple juice is the one that I go to.
Oh, really?
You like
yeah,
that?
look at this guy. When I really want to dream, guys, when I really want to get down.
I've had dreams
drink
that continue
apple juice.
over days.
Like it continue over the next day?
Yeah, for a couple of days. It's happened before.
Interesting. I don't know if I feel like it probably has, but I can't think of any instances where that's happened.
I hate that you can't remember.
I have
the dreams.
reoccurring, You hate that what?
I hate that you can't remember the dreams.
You can. If you train yourself, you
remember,
totally can.
Like, when it happens, like when I wake up, like I can remember for that day, but I already forgot about and some of the things are very interesting. I already forgot about them. It was like crazy.
What's that, Lucas?
I was told by a hypnotist that if you want to remember something, especially from your past, drink a glass of water before bed, and as soon as you wake up, drink and try to think back to try to jog your memory. That the process of drinking the water jump starts it.
Interesting.
Okay.
And
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, then you're gonna end up in dream world for your real life.
Dream world for real
what is
life.
that? Inception?
If you want to remember your dreams, you can train yourself. And what you got to do is when you wake up, the minute you wake up every morning, write down everything. And because you're doing that, you're teaching your brain to recall stuff. So your brain will learn to recall stuff from your dream, and over time you'll remember more and more of them. So the cool ones are, and it's only happened, to be honest with you, Lucas, it's only happened when our father is, who passed away, he's in the dream. I know that I'm dreaming because there are plenty with him in it where I don't know it, but the only time it's ever really happened is when it's been a dream with him, and I literally been able to like, holy shit, like, here we go. Let's have this conversation. Like, it's interesting. But you can do that. Lucid dreaming where you're in the dream, it's a dream. Obviously every time I'm flying or saving the world or whatever, or even like with a hot chick, you would love to be like, you'd love to like know you're in a dream, but, be that guy. I saved the world. But at the same time, maybe I just want to do something crazy, but I never get the chance because I never know I'm dreaming. What's that?
Wake up from an awesome dream. You go back to sleep and it doesn't start back up again.
Sometimes it does. No. But yeah, a lot of times it doesn't. All right, Laz, you're up.
Center Academy in Miami will not employ teachers who receive COVID-19 vaccine.
Wait, what center? What?
Center Academy in Miami.
Center Academy in Miami. Okay.
It's a South Florida school. They said that they will not employ teachers if they got the vaccine after the 21st because they don't know what the side effects are and what could happen, and they don't want them to return to campus.
That's a college or a school? What kind of school?
It's I think it's an elementary school.
So if you got the vaccine after a certain date, they won't accept you?
Yeah, they're not going to accept you as a teacher. They won't employ you.
I got in just in time, folks, but unfortunately the next one, not so much.
Yeah, but it's like It's so like stupid though.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, like so that's why
They don't know what the side effects are going to be.
Yeah, they don't know the side effects. They
You just like one side effect. You just want to yell at children.
I want to.
Like, what the hell were they thinking?
The Academy's website says they choose to be a school free of mandating any vaccines. The 7 News got text message from the school's co-founder. It says, "I beg anyone who is thinking to get the shot to hold off."
Okay.
That's really weird to me, but it's a private school, so I mean, I guess they can
do whatever the hell they want, but that's so just weird. Dumb.
Oh, but can I do I'm gonna do my second one now.
Okay, sure.
Because
I guess I'll just do 3 in a row, folks. Yeah. It's exciting, right? I know.
This came out today, and since it's close to COVID, that's what I want to say right now. Sure. So CDC says Americans can go now without a mask outside if they have the vaccine. So that's why I was like, it's good. So controversial. Yeah, it was great, but like it's so weird that the school is like, oh, no, we're not doing it. So this came out today. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention eased its guidelines Tuesday on wearing masks outdoors, saying fully vaccinated Americans don't need to cover their faces anymore unless they are in a big crowd of strangers. So, everywhere we go, basically we have to wear a mask. So
okay.
I mean, it works. I mean, it is what it is. That's what I want. I'm like,
here's the thing. So with the Moderna and the Pfizer, after the first one, you're about like 83% protected, and the second one's what bumps you up to like 95 or so. So even after the first one, you're pretty well protected. And I mean, personally, I'm glad I got the first one. I got to go and get the second one, which I'll totally do, just to get over with, just to not worry about it. And it's funny because after you get, vaccination, and once again, the first one, you're pretty well protected. You just feel like Superman. You're like, I don't need to wear a mask anymore. In fact, when I dropped off the dry cleaners, I'm walking up the sidewalk and the owner's outside. Don't
tell me you're a douche about it.
No. No.
Am I an asshole?
You got beef?
So none of that. So I'm walking up and she's like, "Hey," and I see that she has no mask on. I'm like, "Fuck, I gotta get a good freaking mask." You know how many times I gotta walk back to the car for this crap? Like when I'm working, it's simple. I just have it, wrapped around my wrist and time to put it on, time to put it away. Yeah. I wear suits and stuff like that. So I mean, not all the time, but a lot of times it's hidden. Good. So, so I turn around, I wave like, all right, and I turn around. She's like, "You don't need to wear your mask," because I was like down the sidewalk.
She probably heard it too today.
Yeah. So, I was like, oh, thank God. I walked back in. She's like, "Yeah, I figured the only reason you're turning around is your mask." I was like, "Yeah, I'm vaccinated." It's like, "So am I." It just makes life so much freaking easier.
Basically.
So those of you who don't want to get it, that's fine.
It scares me. I'm not gonna lie. I was telling them.
Why though?
No, everything scares me though. But I want to get the vaccine because I'm scared, and I'm scared to get the vaccine, so it doesn't matter anyways.
So
I gotta
there's
get
this
it.
guy at work. He's a big guy, and he works in the warehouse. And I told him we were talking about. I was like, "Yeah, I got vaccinated." He's like, "I'm just scared of needles, man."
No, I don't care about the needle.
But the thing is, I'm telling you, I've gotten my fair share of shots, and maybe it's because I'm used to getting blood drawn, where you hear it more. When you go to the doctors, you got to get blood drawn, and, it's just something you got to do like once a year for blood work. And so at the same time, you also, when I had to get some stuff, because when you're an expecting father before Alicia was born, you got to get rabies and all the other shit that's out there. That one hurt a little bit as well, but this one, bro, I didn't feel a thing.
Yeah, but that's normal stuff. Needles are not a problem.
They're not.
They put the Johnson back on the market now. Not on the market, back on the thing.
Yeah, back in circulation, I guess you could say. All right. So Rashad Rose and Barbara Starr, CNN Politics, Defense Department to provide support for India for COVID response. Pretty cut and dry. And if you actually look at what's going on in India right now, they're getting completely destroyed. In fact, Lucas, can you look up
with the
what? Wrong one.
Research.
There we go.
You can't clap every time you say something. So.
I know, right? Can you? How much did Worldometer? I think is where you got to go. How much India got today? but it's a lot.
You can hear him clickety clacking.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So Defense Secretary Lord Austin announced Sunday, I have directed the department to use every resource at our disposal within our authority to support U.S. intra-agency efforts to rapidly provide India's frontline healthcare workers with the materials they need. What's that?
India, new cases.
Yep.
362,902 and 3,285 deaths.
Yeah. I mean,
remember, India's huge, bro.
It's
and
huge.
Their population is
1.3 billion, I think.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah. So
but
it's
still,
percentage-wise, it's not that much.
but it also means they're, because they're not as big a country as ours, as far as like how big.
How like the actual
square
area,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
So I mean, it's much more densely packed. So if you take that into account, it's
It's still not that much. It's just percentage-wise.
I'm just saying they have the ability to become infected a lot more readily. 362, so it's still going up. And I've seen images where they're legit, like just fires you can see from the air, because unfortunately what they've had to do is just burn people in these pyres and pyres, P-I-Y-R.
P-Y-R-E.
Yeah. So anyway, so India on Sunday reported 349. We're recording this on Tuesday, so it's still going up. And
That's why New York won't open.
Oh, really? They haven't opened?
Nope.
They just get the vaccine, man.
Because I had some guests from New York at the hotel, and they're like, "Man, I'm just happy to go to a fucking bar."
And that's why
I'm just like,
that's why Miami is, and even Fort Lauderdale is just all summer long just going to be completely packed with full of people.
So it is what it is.
Yeah,
that's
true.
That's the reason I have to get vaccinated too, because over there, like, it is what it is.
I just want to just be done with it.
Yeah.
I really,
the day I don't have to wear a fucking mask anymore,
serious.
bro. Like,
Especially now that it's hot.
You can't breathe.
No.
With the sun, like, literally.
And my job is oftentimes I'm outside loading products, for deliveries to special customers, and a lot of times I'm at the freaking pools, and outside and checking stuff and blah, blah, blah. And when you have to wear this freaking mask all the time, it wasn't so bad a month ago. But now that it's starting to get hot and humid, forget about that. It's freaking nuts.
And you're moving. That's what it was when I was telling about Amazon when we used to work. It's like if I was by myself, they would stress you. But I'm like, I'm by myself. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
sure.
Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, it's true.
Like,
it's true.
But once I was around somebody, I'm gonna put my mask on. If I'm even getting close to you, I'll put it on. But it's like I can't physically work and breathe properly.
I can
with that mask
say
on.
if you have a mask that's 100% cotton, much better. And once you start getting into that polyester and rayon crap, that's where it's an issue, because you're not going to be able to breathe at all. So, all right, next one, BBC. NASA's rover makes breathable oxygen. Just saying.
That's fire.
That is fire.
That's it though. Once they start having oxygen that you can actually breathe, if your body can take to be on Mars, that's it. Like,
so all right, so we'll get into it. NASA rover makes breathable oxygen on Mars. This is BBC. The oxygen generation was performed by a toaster-sized unit in the rover called MOXIE, the Mars Oxygen In Situ Resource Utilization Experiment. Holy crap. Once again, Mars Oxygen In Situ Resource Utilization Experiment, MOXIE, M-O-X-I-E. It made 5 grams of the gas, which is what people need for roughly 10 minutes worth of breathing. NASA is thinking that the future human missions would take scaled up versions of MOXIE with them to the red planet to try to make oxygen. So the Mars atmosphere is 0.13%, which is really low. Lucas, can you look up what's the percentage of oxygen on Earth? I think it's like 7%.
20%.
I think it's 7. I could be wrong. Oh, never mind. Fuck. Compared with 21% in Earth's atmosphere, it says it right here.
20?
Yeah, look at you, bro. Nice.
We talked about this like last week, I think.
Yeah,
maybe it wasn't you.
But here's the thing. On Martian soil, it is 96% carbon dioxide, which, of course, we can't breathe. But what's amazing about that, obviously, if you have carbon dioxide, 1 carbon atom, 2 oxygen atoms. So you could just strip off the oxygen, and that's kind of what this thing did.
I wonder if the other 80% of the air if we need that for anything?
Most of
We
it's
just-
nitrogen.
But we assume that it's just the oxygen that helps us.
Lucas, how about this? Look up.
Research Lucas.
Not we assume.
How
I mean,
much?
based
Look
on
up
science.
the gas compositions in the Earth's atmosphere. I think it's like 65, 67% nitrogen, which is inert, which, obviously has no effect whatsoever, it being inert.
Earth's atmosphere is composed of about 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and 1% other gases.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Do they still do oxygen with the football players on the field?
Yeah, they do. That always fascinated me. Imagine like pushing yourself so much that you need oxygen on the fucking sidelines.
It's fire.
It is
You're ready to
fire.
get in the fucking
It's the
game,
only
like,
sport. Only sport. And hockey,
Tio
dude,
do
basketball. What's that, Lucas? Baseball.
Tio-
Could you imagine? I need some oxygen. I sit out in the outfield all fucking day. I sat on the dugout
but
waiting to fucking swing
when they
it back.
need you in the outfield, they need you though.
Yeah.
like
Sure.
hold
What's
on.
that? What's that, Lucas?
Didn't Tio? Remember Tio with the Eagles? He fell backwards on his ankle
Who?
like that. Terrell Owens.
Oh yeah, Tio. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
he
was the
fell
horse
backwards.
collar.
Yeah.
It actually
Didn't-
got illegalized, became a penalty after that play. What's that?
Wasn't he? Didn't he start like a compressed oxygen?
He was
like,
in a special
like, tube?
oxygen chamber. They never expected him to come back to play in the Super Bowl, and he freaking did it, man. I gotta give him credit. And he was
It's like
amazing.
it was extra,
Unfortunately,
it was just an oxygen only.
Donovan McNabb wasn't. No, he was in like an oxygen chamber, enriched chamber to help heal his leg
Speed
and
up.
shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
because that's the thing, like
That's money.
steroids, growth hormone, that's all stuff that a lot of times you would use in a situation like this where you have to rebuild in your training, but a lot of that stuff is illegal. So it's like, there's only so many things you can do, unfortunately. Not illegal, but it's banned in these sports. All right, so Laz, you already did your second one, so I guess we can move on to the next one here. So this is really, really cool. One of the world's oldest science experiments comes up from the dirt. Every 20 years, and this is from the New York Times, and this is Cara Giaimo? I don't know how to spell this. You can see it right here. Actually, let me go. You can see right here, Cara, Giaimo, so Gaimo, maybe? Gaimo, I'm thinking. Anyway, so every 20 years under the cover of darkness, scientists dig up seeds that were stashed 142 years ago beneath a college campus. On Thursday morning, several hours before sunrise, Marjorie Weber arrived at a rendezvous spot on the campus of Michigan State University. 3 of the school's other plant scientists were already there, waiting in dribbling snow. As they stood around blowing on their hands, the 5th member of the crew, Frank Tilewski, emerged from the darkness with a shovel slung over his shoulder. Dr. Weber said, "You guys intrigued?"
What do they find? The seeds. What kind of seeds?
So here we go. Dr. Weber and her colleagues are the latest custodians of the Beal Seed Viability Experiment. The Beal Seed, BEAL, Viability Experiment, a multi-century attempt to figure out how long seeds can lie dormant in the soil without losing their ability to germinate. Every 20 years, the experiment's caretakers creep out into a secret location under the cover of night, dig up a bottle, scatter its seeds over a tray of sterile soil, and see which ones will grow.
Really?
Yeah. Pretty freaking cool. Pretty cool. So William James Beal, those of you watching, he's on the left. This is the guy who started it. And of course,
How long
Marjorie
ago?
Weber.
Is that
142 years ago.
okay? And
So-
they have to pass that along with colleagues.
So
or,
this is where it gets kind of interesting because Dr. Weber and her colleagues are the last custodians. And what's interesting about it is there's a map, right? So she's the one who's been given the map, but there's a map because they don't want anyone to just be able to go up and dig this shit up over 142 years. So there's a map that gets handed down from like generation to generation,
next?
or who knows? I mean, this woman looks fairly.
they're gonna get
fairly young.
somebody.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah, but remember, like the last person showed up. He's got the shovel. He's got the map. Let's go. And they always do it in the nighttime in darkness because obviously they don't want to reveal the location. So it's one of the world's longest running experiments, having already gone for 142 years. And the botanists in East Lansing hope that it will last for another 80. The bottle.
Somebody's gonna follow them. Like,
They haven't done it yet, but that's the thing. It's so secret.
yeah, they don't
So
even know where they're
secret.
leaving.
And then they don't know where they're leaving. They don't know where they're going. And, like when you're a part of something like this, like part of it is keeping it a secret.
It's cool. That's cool.
So like the Illuminati. So the bottle the team was looking for contains over 1,000 seeds, 50 of each of 21 different species, from black mustard to white clover to red root aramanth. For the first few rounds of the experiment, the number of species flourished, with seeds growing readily after 10, 15, or 20 years. As the decades passed, most dropped off by one. Only one reliable sprouter is left, Verbascum blattaria, Verbascum blattaria, Verbascum blattaria, a splay-leveled yellow-flowered herb. Nearly half of the Verbascum seeds from the 2,000 bottle bloomed, even though they've been in stasis for over a century. That's pretty amazing when you think about it. 142 years and some of them are still sprouting.
That's cool. I mean, that's how far seeds can go.
Yeah.
When you buy seeds, they usually dry it out. And
True.
So I guess
And
we'll
the
see how long
seeds
it'll last.
in a bottle, dug underground, so the sun. Damn, I keep switching the wrong camera. So the sun doesn't affect it or whatever.
It would be cool if they had something that doesn't grow now, that's not available now.
Like what?
Like something that's instinct that used to grow before. And
They did
have
that
it.
in the Middle East.
What's that, Lucas?
Grew something.
From like way in the past.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That would be cool. Like some weird plant or something that doesn't exist now, but in one of those jars.
The Judean date palm is a date palm.
Date palm?
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the things they're doing now with this experiment. They're taking the ones that don't germinate and they're trying to figure out why. Did the DNA break down? Did the seed cellular structure break down? Yada, yada, yada. I don't know. I just think it's kind of cool and sleuthy and all that stuff.
I have I didn't want to use it as a news thing because it happens all the time in Florida.
Sure.
But I have a question for you guys. So, a beachgoer finds $1.5 million worth of cocaine on the Florida beach, and they turn it in. Now, I mean, I pretty much know both of you. What would you do?
I have a question first, and none of us have an answer to this, but I wonder when stuff like this, because I think about this, when stuff like this happens, you find a bunch of money or a bunch of drugs, and here in Florida, it's not unusual.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it happens.
Do the cops show up afterwards, say, all right, we know you turned into stuff in, but we just got to search the place to see if there's some shit laying around? Because my first thought would be keep some to sell it and hand in most of it.
What?
Just saying.
Nah, I mean,
Elena would fucking kill me.
like if I found $1.5 million worth of cocaine,
You wouldn't know how much it's worth.
I wouldn't care how much it's worth, but I'd try to find out how much a brick costs. And if it costs 20, I'd sell them all for 10. You feel me? Like it doesn't matter.
hear.
I'm not a drug dealer. I'm just getting rid of
we're
it.
not drug dealers, but let's face it, we live in Florida, and it's not hard to find people
who can figure that out.
Yeah.
So,
how many cocaine or how many kilos?
Oh, they have a picture of it. I'm really sorry too. Hold on.
How many bricks? Yeah, I guess that's the question.
It's like
Keys,
that much
Ks.
bricks.
Hold on.
That many?
1, 4, 8, 12, 16, 24, 25. Okay. So 25 kilos. All right.
Yeah, like really? Like, what are you doing? Get on your boat, go home.
Sure.
I mean, I don't know. This is crazy. It happens, but it happens all the time. Like literally, they find. But how many do you think have been found that haven't been turned in?
Oh, plenty.
Yeah,
Plenty. It's not hard. I'm telling you. Find a place to hide it. It's not hard.
I can make $20,000 a month. You know what I mean? Like if that's the case.
Yeah. What's
like,
that, Lucas?
That phone call.
Yeah.
Hey, officer. It's not mine.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I just found cocaine.
I'm gonna keep some of it. Like nah. I mean,
full disclosure.
Oh, dude.
They're not. Do you think they're gonna check your house?
That's what I'm wondering. I feel
No. You keep
they
it out
would
of
follow
friends'
you
house.
or tap you. There's something. They would definitely do something. They would have to. First, they would look to see if you have a record. If you have no record, maybe
They
they
can't
leave
just
you
get
alone.
in your house.
Of course they can.
I mean, they can.
Patriot Act.
You just found drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
$1.5
why would I
million
fucking call
worth.
you? Like, I mean, like,
Yeah.
if I wanted to keep it,
Sure.
I would have just
hear
kept
you.
it.
All right, Lucas.
It's time for.
Wait a minute. What the fuck?
WTF news, folks. Kind of caught Lucas off guard. Let's see if he's ready.
I am.
All right, go for it. What do we have today? Right.
It's not Florida man, but Florida family.
Florida family,
what
of
they do
course.
this time?
Sure.
Accused of selling thousands of bottles of bleach marketed as COVID cure.
Oh my God, dude.
Why are they accused? I mean, you bought it. Like,
Bleach in a bottle so people were supposed to drink this shit? Was
The
it
man
diluted at least?
Well, it doesn't say diluted at all anywhere, but the man Mark Grennan and his sons Jonathan, Jordan, and Joseph
Wow.
are accused of fraud and violating several court orders instructing them to stop selling the fake cure.
I'm sorry. What's that, Lucas?
Accused of fraud and violating a civil
Yeah.
court order instructing them to stop selling fake cures. The fake cure. So they
Yeah.
already been caught with this once before.
Just put him in jail. Bleach?
do they use it for people to drink it, or is it like
Yeah.
use this and?
I mean, well, yeah. What else are you supposed to do with it? Rub it on your COVID
I don't know.
spot?
all they need is a sign on the bottle that says "not really a cure."
Yeah,
or
that's
something
true.
like.
But bleach?
And before we go on, I'm getting this from NBC News.
Okay, sure.
According to court documents, the family manufactured the solution in a backyard shed in Bradenton, about 45 miles south of Tampa. Though what the documents describe as a avowedly non-religious church called Genesis 2 Church of Health and Healing, the solution was marketed and sold as a cure-all for cancer, autism, diabetes, and other disorders and diseases.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
It was
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
the
Seriously.
documents say the family had a massive jump in revenue from an average of $32,000 a month to $123,000.
Sure.
32,000 a month.
To $123,000.
A month.
A month.
Yeah, the family has sold more than 28,000 bottles, earning more than $1 million.
Wow, kid. Who's buying this? Yo.
Dr. Love strikes again.
Wow. I
This
know
is
a guy.
ridiculous.
He'll cure you.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we'll run into some shout outs. I want to shout out Ricky for filling in the past couple weeks. That's for sure. He was a good guest, I have to say.
Yeah, for sure.
And I want to shout out Global Text. The reason why is because my beautiful wife and my beautiful, cute little girl did a photo shoot for them for the Mother's Day publications, I guess you could say. So it's pretty sweet.
She likes pictures? She likes taking pictures?
She loves taking pictures, but the problem is she'll be 3 in a few months, but she already knows that she can see the picture you just took. So you
she
take a
wants to see it
picture,
right
she
away.
wants to see it right away.
Ah, okay.
So it's like, but yeah, she knows all about pictures. From what I could tell, she everything was great. She did a great job. So any shout outs over there, Laz?
Shout outs? No,
No?
but
Okay.
had a great day off yesterday.
That's good.
Like,
That's
I really
important.
rested. I was very, we were talking about it. I was very tired. And I
Awesome.
literally, woke up, did whatever I had to do with Layla. She started her school, knocked out until lunchtime,
Sure.
then knocked out again.
I hear you.
It's all good.
I'm probably not going to have a great day off for a long time because my days off, Alicia can't go to her preschool
Why?
or daycare or whatever you want to call it, where they do gymnastics and yoga. It's like fitness, right?
Oh, you're off on weekends.
Yeah, I'm off on weekends. So every night,
Manipulate the sleeping schedule, bro.
it's impossible.
Go to sleep at 9 when she goes to sleep.
I do it, but I go to sleep like 10, 30, 11 during the week. But it's
you want to
just-
have your weekend nights.
Yeah, it would be nice. But it's okay. I signed up for it. It's fine.
It's all good. You have
It's all
time. It's a
good.
couple more years. We just talked about it. You have
Yeah,
a few
that's
more
true.
years.
Yeah. All right, Lucas, any shout outs over there?
Nope.
No? Okay. All right, well, we're going to take a quick little break and we will be back with
And the dark
America's initial attempt to vaccinate the
Take the
world.
kitty out the cage, Take the cage off the kitty. You're Ronnie B. Kick that shit off, bro. Boom. Take the kitty out the cage.
You know I'm talking grade A, light pink, moist and wet, it's insane. Yeah, we know it's just a game. She says she likes it real thick, deep inside. I'm like, hop on for a ride, slip and slide, move them panties to the side. Girl, let me pet that kitty while I'm squeezing on them titties. Fucking hoes good, I'm the king of the committee. The name is Ronnie B. Ho, and I ain't got no pity. Slapping bitches in their booties, taking cages off them kitties. P-I-M-P spells Ron to the B. The kitty's out the cage, and now she's blowing me. I beat the kitty up like I'm on a fucking spree. And I ain't no joke, I'm puffing on that smoke. I let the kitty loose, slide it in until she chokes. Take the kitty out the cage, girl, you know there ain't no hope. Beat the kitty up, throw the deuces, gotta go. Take the kitty out the cage, cause I'm the king of the committee.
Take the kitty out the cage.
Take the kitty out the cage, while I'm squeezing on the titties.
Take the kitty out the cage.
Take the kitty out the cage, cause I'm on the fucking street.
Coming to save the motherfucking day, yeah.
Can we just take
Speakers.
can we just take like a year that we are not the world police? Just like
We're always gonna be the
Probably
world.
not.
Not always, but
I mean, if we hand out vaccinations to everyone and vaccinate the world,
they're gonna love us.
Did-
I feel
Did
like, you know,
Did anybody see if Russia's taking it too, or is it
they have
just
their
like-
own.
Of course they're
They have
taking
their
it. They had it
it's called-
first.
They called it Sputnik. Yeah, they released it way before everyone else
Their
did.
daughter, him and his daughter took it at the same time.
That's what they said.
Yeah, supposedly.
Meanwhile, they took the Pfizer vaccine.
No, they took the real one. Everybody else is getting a placebo.
Lucas with the Kobe T-shirt, very nice. Have to say, that's what's up. Maybe move a little bit to the right so people can see it. Yeah, what's up?
And of course, you don't even notice.
I didn't at first, but you know, when I first get you in the room, I'm still setting stuff up over here.
The glasses,
Oh yeah, I guess. Do I have my glasses on?
my glasses.
Your glasses, yeah. Oh, you're big. I noticed that you got the Run DMC version. Okay,
These are Nauticas.
Nautica, sure. Okay,
Mine are Perry Ellis.
Perry Ellis.
Dude, I
I
actually
don't
have
know what mine are, but I will say I got prescription sunglasses. Those are Shaq. So I tried a bunch of different ones on. What are these? Let's see. What does this say here? Does it even have can't even say Mark Gamma, whatever. Crap. All right. So Zeke Miller, AP, U.S. to share AstraZeneca shots with the world after safety check. U.S. will begin sharing its entire stock of AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccines with the world once it clears federal safety reviews, the White House said on Monday, with as many as 60 million doses expected to be available for export in the coming months. Coming months, they mean like June. They're not talking like, October or anything like that. So when I first saw coming months, I'm like, well, what the hell does that mean? The move greatly expands on Biden administration's actions last month to share 4 million doses of the vaccine with Mexico and Canada. The AstraZeneca vaccine is widely in use around the world, but it's not been authorized in the United States. And that's what they just haven't focused on it because we have Pfizer, America. We have Moderna, America, up in Massachusetts. We have Johnson & Johnson, same deal. So it's like, we just haven't really needed to spend time on it. But since we ordered it's like 600 million, 300 million,
we
300
got
million
way
doses.
more vaccines than anybody else, probably.
100%.
So,
Nobody's vaccinated as much as we have at all.
So I feel like now they're like, we probably have too much. They have to share it.
And people were starting to be like, yo, America, what's up, bro? Like, land of the free? Like, what the fuck's going on here? So finally, Biden's like, I don't know. They were probably thinking about it already. But within a matter of like a few days, if people really starting to like get pissed at America, we're like, all right, let's release them, which I think is great.
I hope that whatever countries they send them to are not selling them, though.
No, I feel like India needs them.
No, they're not going to sell them to their people. Like
I was thinking that actually I thought about that also. That would really bum me out
because we have this here. We don't pay for the test, COVID test. We don't pay for the vaccine. We don't pay for a lot of stuff.
Sure,
but
we pay for everything else medical wise. We will say that.
Yeah, for sure. But even when my uncle came to visit and he had to take the COVID test at the airport, they charged him $87.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and this is in Haiti.
Wow.
So you don't know how other people are what other countries are, what are they doing for stuff like that? You know what I mean?
thought about that, and I feel like a stipulation should be if we give these to you, you
It has to
them
be
for free.
Free.
Yeah,
Let the
I
government
agree.
figure it out.
I agree. That's a great idea. I hadn't really thought about that. I mean, I did think about that, and I assumed they would be free, but I hadn't really anticipated or thought about them possibly
it's
selling
not the
them.
same thing here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you think about every other vaccine we ever had to take, you pay for it.
Sure.
I mean, we don't actually. I mean, if you have insurance, you don't pay for it. You pay the copay. Like when you take your kid to get vaccinated or to the doctor's visit,
we didn't pay for any of Alicia's.
Your insurance
Not even
paid for
copay.
it. But I'm saying your insurance is paying for it.
Sure.
If you walk into the doctor's office and I remember like one time, like Layla, my insurance switched from one of her visits and they were like, oh, $300. I'm like, what? And I was like, oh, no, I have a new insurance. And they're like, oh, okay. But like they charge, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like it is what it is.
No doubt. So given the strong portfolio of vaccines that the U.S. has already had and that have been authorized by the FDA, and given that AstraZeneca vaccine is not authorized for use in the U.S., we do not need to use AstraZeneca vaccine here for the next several months. So in other words, we're not using it here. It's not authorized here. We got plenty of vaccine like stuff already, so we might as well just give it away. The U.S. has yet to finalize where the doses will go. Neighbors, Mexico and Canada, have asked Biden to share more doses while dozens of other countries are looking for access to supplies of the vaccine. We're in the planning process at this point in time, said White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki when asked where the doses would go. So we'll see what happens.
Most likely Canada and Mexico have the infrastructure, but what about the other countries?
And that's the thing that's really important about the AstraZeneca vaccine. It needs to be cold. It doesn't need to be like super sub-zero, like super cold, blah, 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 which is a huge thing. Like needing to keep it cold is one thing, but when it needs to be kept like frozen, that's another thing altogether. And I'm pretty sure, actually, Lucas, can you look this up? What temperature does the Pfizer vaccine need to be stored for shipping or whatever?
Does that start with an F?
PFI, yeah. So this is really cool, though. Amanda Macias, CNBC, Macias, Macias, U.S. to give India raw materials for vaccines, medical supplies to help fight COVID surge. The Biden administration said it will immediately make raw materials needed for India's coronavirus vaccine production available as the country works to counter the surge of COVID-19 infections. Just as India sent assistance to the United States as our hospitals were strained early in the pandemic, the United States is determined to help India in its time of need. National Security Council spokeswoman Emily Horn said in a statement on Sunday. The U.S. Development Finance Corporation is funding a substantial expansion of manufacturing capability for BioE, the vaccine manufacturer in India, enabling BioE to ramp up to produce at least 1 billion doses COVID-19 vaccine by the end of 2022. Adding that the U.S. would also send a team of public health advisors, yada, yada, yada. So not only are we sending the raw materials to India needed to produce the vaccine, but we're also investing into BioE as a country so BioE can make a shit ton more doses of the COVID-19 vaccine. Well, by the end of 2022, $1 billion, though.
Yeah,
that doesn't, include what they get from us, what they can possibly get from other countries.
It's a long time.
True.
And
for the Pfizer,
we talked about this. Their population's already over 1 billion.
Yeah.
So, man.
What's that, Lucas?
For Pfizer, it's between 2 and 8 degrees centigrade, or 36 to 46 degrees Fahrenheit.
So not quite frozen. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Up to 5 days.
I got you. What's the population of India?
Research Lucas.
1.3 billion.
It is 1.3.
Yeah,
as of 2019, I had looked that up.
That's what I expected. All right. So, but I think it's cool. Not only are we sending them materials, and we're also going to be sending them PE equipment and stuff like that, but we're also investing so they can actually make their own COVID vaccine. So the question is like, let's assume that all the countries out there are like, listen, we'll give it for free. We're like, where should it go? Who should get it first? The countries that hit the hardest, the countries where you can make the most impact, the countries that like legit just don't have infrastructure at all to do anything like this?
They're gonna probably give it to the countries that will most likely benefit us.
Sure. Benefit us.
Yeah.
Fair. Saudi Arabia, for instance.
Nah, they have their own probably by now.
They might.
No, my friends were already getting vaccinated like a long time ago.
Really? Okay.
Because they have money and infrastructure.
They
like,
definitely have plenty of money. There's no doubt about
so
that.
that's not a problem.
Sure.
Like maybe countries around us.
Sure.
Maybe I know like Florida, like with DeSantis, with the cruise ships. So maybe like the Caribbean islands.
Okay.
Anything
sure.
that's still, you know what I mean? Like
Okay,
anything that's gonna profit for us. Obviously, you're still helping the world at the end of the day.
I feel like we should. I feel like we should be just saying, you know what? I mean, Lucas, can you look up the population of people that have gotten at least? Lucas getting a lot of extra work in today, but there's only 3 of us. So, but what percentage of people have gotten at least one shot? I think it's like 50-some%.
Really?
56, 60%. Yeah.
In the U.S.
of
or
the population
world?
of the U.S., not the world. So, but that's the thing. Like, after a while, it's going to be that everyone who wants one's going to get one. And let's face
If
it,
you want it right now, it's really easy.
so easy.
From CNN, the CDC reported Sunday that 95 million people, about 28.5% of the population, have been fully vaccinated. About 140 million people, 42.2% of the population, have received at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine.
There you go. So, what did you say? 28% fully vaxxed. And what was
44.
it? Close to like 44%. Yeah, that have gotten at least one shot. That's pretty good. Once you get the fully vaxxed up to 50%, that's it. We're good for now. Until, shit keeps spreading and mutating and all that shit.
I think we'll be all right.
But
I
that's
think in
the
a
thing,
couple
what
of months it's going to disappear.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right, Lucas. Couple months?
Yeah.
Okay, Lucas, what do you think?
For us to get fully
All right, hold on. Let's.
Do you remember in the beginning, I was like,
We're
not disappear,
off, we're
not disappear,
chilling.
but like where we're not worried about it anymore. And
masks
do you remember
off. Okay,
when
what about masks off?
Mask off? Mask off?
Masks off inside. All right, let's say that. How long for that?
A while.
A while?
Yeah.
Okay. What's
At
that?
least
3 months, 4 months?
Nah, like at least a year.
A year. Okay,
Yeah,
Lucas.
Working? You're wearing
I'd
a
say
mask.
at least December.
December. Wow.
At least for patrons, probably longer for work.
Workers a year. Patrons.
Workers a year. I'm saying like
Nah,
you're
patrons-
like you don't have to wear mask. CDC says
Like
if
everybody
you're fully
across the-
vaccinated, you don't have to wear the mask inside anymore.
If you're serving me, you're wearing a mask. If I'm serving you, I'm wearing a mask.
You're wearing a mask for
Yeah,
sure.
for at least a year.
At least a year. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's kind of what I'm thinking too. I'm
And
kind of
then
thinking the rest of this year.
The rest of the people, the rest of this year. I mean, a year, maybe February next year.
Okay.
People coming into establishments.
Because
no
it's
mask.
weird. I went to. By the way, one last shout out to Anthony's coal-fired pizza. Because
Bop.
yeah,
Brick oven pizza.
brick oven pizza. So, dude, I mean, freaking pizza's freaking delicious. They have my jam. Those of you out there looking for a new pizza combination, by the way, pepperoni, black olives, banana peppers. The combination's amazing. So that's what you're going to find. But, because they're a little bit special and they're brick oven pizza, they have Kalamata olives. Of course, the pepperoni is freaking, different level. But they also have these like shishito peppers. So, and they put those in there and they, fire like, so if you get like a 12-inch, which is what I get, 6 slices, each slice has like a whole roasted shishito pepper on there.
That sounds
freaking delicious. But anyway, so I go in and you got to wear a mask because you're going in and like, where would you like to sit? I'm like, I'll just sit right here at the bar. And the bar like kind of starts like 5 feet in front of you and wraps around. So I literally wore it for like 3 seconds.
Yeah, basically.
Like, it's just so dumb,
It makes
dude.
no sense.
So dumb.
So that's what's gonna happen. No more masks for.
I feel like
people walking in.
I just.
I mean, but they did say now the rule is based on your business. So
Sure.
if I want you to wear a mask, you gotta wear it. If I don't want you to wear a mask, then you don't have to.
freedom of I don't
Whatever
know,
it is.
whatever the hell you want to fucking call it. All right. So any last minute thoughts on this? All right. Let's ask this. Where do we think the first shipment is going to go? Because I'm thinking
Definitely our neighbors.
I mean, it's going to be. I think India's. I don't know. I want to say India.
You
don't
say India?
think so? I say India.
Because they have the
India and
worst.
us, we're really close, and as countries, very close. India needs us because
We need them.
I'm getting there. India needs us because we're going to help keep China at bay. We're going to help keep ISIS and all the crap going on, and we need them because they are a powerful country. They have a lot of people there. They are nuclear powered. So
we use we get a lot of things from them as well.
When you make a lot of phone calls, it's just obviously you're talking to people from India, and like a lot of products. We talked about this. So, and same thing with Saudi Arabia. It's very, 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 so we definitely need each other. And honestly, they're powerful countries right there. China and them don't like each other, and the United States and China, we kind of tolerate each other. So it definitely works out. And I think everything that's going on over there. And when we needed stuff, they were there for us with COVID. So I just feel like in a show of solidarity.
The same thing I said before, like whoever we need the most is who we're going to be giving it first.
Sure. I think they need it the most. I mean, if we're putting aside politics and who needs who, like right now, they're the ones that need it the most. Brazil, maybe a little bit, but Brazil's freaking president's a douchebag and an idiot.
Brazil's
and he doesn't give a fuck. Oh, dude, they were getting crushed too. They have their own variant. It's just, dude, crushed. So not as bad as India right now. So I don't know, Lucas, where do you think?
I'm gonna have to go with India too.
Okay.
Just for the simple fact of they are getting absolutely bombed out.
Sure, they are, and it keeps going up. You think, all right, it's 320 today, 330, 354 on Sunday, not 360
how bad is
something.
Canada and Mexico?
They're not that bad.
No.
Lucas, go ahead and look them up.
Research Lucas.
How many do they get?
For me, it would be like the most people that travel to us and the closest. That's what I would do.
All right.
That's what my if I was making a decision.
Sure.
Canada is at Canada is 22nd at 6,272 new cases.
Sure, which is nothing. That's like
41
Florida.
new deaths. And
That's like Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not an exaggeration.
And Mexico's 15th at 1,143 new cases and 166 new deaths.
Yeah, like they don't even
matter.
Now, granted, obviously there's underreporting going on, but in India, I'm telling you, dude, like they have these because of the religion over there, the Hindu religion, you have this situation where a lot of times bodies are burned, and these crematoriums, they'll burn them in like a pyre, and there's like this aerial photo where you could just see fires like all over the freaking landscape because they're burning so many of them.
They're just doing public, open lot cremations.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? So, all right, well, that's pretty much it for that. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back with Lucas's weather. Laz has some beef. We'll have his corner positivity. We'll have a little bit of an update, and then we'll wrap it up, folks.
Because I'm running fucking beat.
And I am the dark son of that kitty out the cage. Shoot that cage off the kitty. You're grabbing my thick mane. Praying I don't stop licking like when that pendulum swing. That's my tongue on that clitty. Itty bitty titties delicious. I be bullshitting. And I be bulldogging. Digging holes till they falling. I be all in that fat cat crawling. And I'm stalking like a lynx in that pink. Down her throat, I pounce. Antelope, you got no hope. I smoke you like dope, but I will never leave her. Die with you, no cheater. I am what you need her, I guarantee ya. I'm a lion, but I'm for all my chicas. 9mm, take a look at my piece, so we gon' train with it. Lionesses and zebras, nothing less. You got the best coochie, and I got my coochio on the low. Take the kitty out the cage. Take the kitty out the cage. 'Cause you got no hope. Take the kitty out the cage. I smoke you like dope. Take that kitty out the cage. Take a look at my piece. take the kitty out the cage.
I actually took a pair of my skinny jeans and made them into Daisy Dukes to fuck around with mom's boyfriend when he comes over.
That's funny.
Your mom has a boyfriend?
Yeah, she's had one for like 20 years.
Oh.
But no, he came over to use my bandsaw on the planer, and I was in Daisy Dukes and a tank top.
Yeah, but when he's using that type of stuff, you need to just leave the guy alone.
Do you guys get
You
along?
don't want him to lose a finger.
Yeah?
No, actually, I was using the tools, but I was down in the shop with him using the planer and showing him how to set up a bandsaw because he's having problems with his while I'm down there in Daisy Dukes in a tank top.
Daisy Dukes.
You're not actually wearing Daisy Dukes when you go to the shop, right?
No, but the shop's in the basement.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a wood shop because our father what he did for a living was made shit out of wood.
Your father sounds fucking great.
Dude, he's a freaking cool guy. For
real.
Yeah, the shelf over there he made. We got a bunch of his ceramics. He got a degree in ceramics. He was a cool dude.
Kent
That's
State.
his guitar, actually. That was a guitar one over there.
Was
that Lucas?
I do have his degree from Kent.
That's cool.
But,
yeah.
I was thinking about how you guys fight over her shit and stuff.
Well, we don't fight. There's
But,
never been like, I'm
taking
keeping this.
You're
And
taking- yeah, I know.
no, it's like, I'm keeping this. I'm like, okay. That's pretty much as far
Not a
as it
fight,
goes.
but like, like I'm like that.
Sure.
I'll trade you this for that.
Yeah, it's happened.
Mom did claim some of the artwork. The Green Beast is one that she has been adamant about keeping.
Sure. And when she passes away, one of us will get to pay for it.
That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? That's cool.
So, all right. Well, anyway, so we're back. What's that, Lucas?
I was going to say, I'm going to put in my will.
Sure.
If Seth is still alive, he will have to he will have to fight somebody with a taser to get my stuff.
So eventually, it's all going to go to you anyway. So as you can see, we got Baby Yoda sitting in for this one. Feel like it's it's only fair. That's for sure. So that'd be nice. Anyway,
I honestly, I was trying to say you should just get a balloon and just draw like two black eyes and a smiley face.
That
and
could
anytime
work.
you want to, and just kind of cut it in.
I mean, it's kind of funny what we did with Ricky originally.
Yeah,
It
that
was
was
like,
great.
my name's Ricky. But I don't know. We can't do
Did
that
he-
with Antoine. He hasn't been in the show long enough.
No, and he likes Baby Yoda, doesn't he?
I'm sure he does. I don't know. Who doesn't like Baby Yoda? Like, come on.
Everybody likes Baby Yoda.
That's right.
Even me.
So I told you so Laz and I were taking the break. We were talking about, working at Gotham with Dara. And he told me a couple of funny stories. But like one that I had thought of was when we were with Francois, who was the assistant manager, who was just as great as Dara and a lot more smooth and calm. But
With us.
equally as effective.
Yeah, basically.
So anyway, long story short, I have this table and they're Brazilian, and this was back when I was a server, and so, dude, I don't know, like they didn't love me, because I like to crack jokes, and one of my things was if you can get every table to smile, first of all, chances are everything's going to be good, and you'll probably get some more tips. So that was kind of my thing, and sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. So they'd ordered this fish, and they didn't expect like the skin to be on the fish. So when it comes there, I think it was like a sea bass or whatever. It was the husband. It was a husband and wife. It was a deuce. And so I don't know. So I go in there and
I can't even imagine.
well,
what you said.
so I was like, so he's like, I wasn't expecting the skin on the fish, and his English was decent enough. It was pretty good, and of course he had the accent. And I was like, I'm sorry, like, we serve our fish skin on, it locks in the flavor and the juice and all that stuff, which is not bullshit. It's for real. So you return it, whatever, and he's a little annoyed already. It's a busy freaking night, so. It's time for dessert menus. So I take the dessert menus, I drop them, I say, you'll be happy to know there's no skin on any of our desserts.
Oh my god! See, I knew it was gonna do something ridiculous. Like hit it in the back.
So, dude, he just looks at me,
Piss the fuck
and,
off.
dude, he's like, can I speak to your manager? And I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, in this case, you don't go to Dara. You go
Hell
to
no!
Francois.
Are you crazy?
You go to Francois in this case. So I'm like, Francois. I was like, so I went up to the guy. and he wants to speak to a manager. He's like, what happened? I was like, well, I explained the fist situation, then I explained the dirt situation. He kind of snickers. He's like, okay.
That's what Fritz would do.
Yeah, he kind of snickers a little bit, like, yeah, it's kind of funny. And he goes to talk to him, and then he comes back. He's like, they're really pissed. I was like, really? He's like, really? They just don't like you. So I'm just like, okay. So he gets assigned to another freaking server. I continue working there. And of course, as long as the customer's there, it's so fucking uncomfortable because they're still in your section and you still got to walk by them. So, it was kind of funny. But yeah, you'll be happy to know there's no skin
What the fuck is
on
wrong
our
with
desserts.
you?
That's some funny shit. Like,
It's
think
funny,
about,
but like
exactly, we all laughed, right?
Yeah,
And here's one thing I learned is American joke, and this is for real. American jokes just
it's not for everybody.
They don't work on a lot of foreign countries.
It's not for everybody. We're not for everybody.
Don't. There's a lot of conservative countries out there, and we're not one of them. So,
no, but I'm pretty sure this guy, we say he's Brazilian. You go to a Brazilian restaurant and spend $1,000 on dinner. He doesn't want to hear your jokes.
Sure.
Like,
True.
I didn't come here for jokes, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I came here for service.
Fair enough. I'll give you that.
But I definitely could have made the same fucking joke.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I get it.
Dude,
but
it's fucking funny. I'm just saying. All right, Lucas.
Research Lucas with the weather.
So, where do we have for the weather this week?
This week, we have a place that does not even have any Wikipedia page.
Okay,
shit.
fair enough.
But I did. Yeah. No, it has a city website with,
Sure.
the mileage and where it's located, but no history on it. This week, we have Duty's Bottom, Wicklow, Ireland.
Wait, Duty's Bottom?
Duty's Bottoms.
Everything's
Duty-
always connected. Dara,
Duties-
Ireland.
Yeah.
Duty's Bottom, Ireland.
It's Ireland, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duty's
Yeah.
Bottom. Can you spell that for the listeners out there, please?
DOODYS
Okay.
space
Duties. Yes.
BOTTOM.
Wow. That's pretty good. Duty's Bottom. I mean, there's
might
just so
have-
many. Yeah.
I might have to use that as a replacement for Mudbutt.
There you go. Yeah, Duty's Bottom. Yeah. I feel like there's different interpretations, that's for sure. All right, so let's start with Friday.
Friday, April 30th.
He had to look again. This guy, April 30th.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We're still in April.
Yeah.
Really?
April. Yeah. Yeah. Just making sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Friday, April 30th. High of 50, low of 31.
Okay.
Light rain with a
Okay.
chance of precipitation at 77% with the winds coming out of the northeast at 7 miles per hour.
7. Okay.
May 1st. Sorry, I had to do the
I
what
got
comes
you.
next.
Sure.
High of 52, low of 33. Showers again with
Yeah.
a chance of precipitation at 61% with the winds coming out of the northeast at 6 miles per hour.
All right.
Sunday, May 2nd, high of 53, low of 38. Showers again.
Okay. Sure.
It's pretty wet.
It's going to rain.
Pretty wet and dewy.
It's gonna rain.
Yeah.
Chance of precipitation at 66% with the winds coming out of the southwest at 8 miles per hour.
Sure.
Monday, May 3rd, high 51, low of 40. Light rain again.
Light rain.
Chance of precipitation at 80% with the winds coming out of the southeast at 13 miles per hour.
13 miles per hour. Okay.
Tuesday, May the 4th,
May the
with you.
4th be with you, folks.
and also with you.
Thank you. Absolutely.
Dude, the Catholic Church has been messed up like that. Anytime I hear May 4th, it has to be followed up and also with you.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how we do.
You guys
I-
are Catholic?
No.
No, Star
man.
Wars.
I know the 4th.
Yeah.
I hate Star Wars.
Lord. You know that dude at
Get
the
out.
end? Yeah. Sure.
You know that little green guy?
Yeah.
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 You got something to say?
Here's the baby version right there. Baby Yoda, folks.
Let me come over there, Baby Yoda.
What was it, Groku?
What? Groku's, yeah, something like that. Something that wasn't nearly as cool as Yoda. That's for sure.
Yoda's cool. I'll give you. I'll give you guys that.
Groku, or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, the anime shit.
No, just the thing, its
no.
name, Baby Yoda's name in the show.
Oh,
When they finally reveal it, it's just like, what?
Somebody pointed out that Yoda got tired of answering Luke Skywalker's questions, that he just rolled over and died.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Wonk wonk. All right,
No,
Tuesday,
I heard that.
May the 4th. Let's wrap it up.
High of 51, low of 37. Can we guess the precipitation?
57%.
I said precipitation, not temperature, dumbass.
57%.
I said 57%.
No, it's yeah. Light
You
rain.
dickhead. What the
How about
fuck,
you
dude?
suck it?
Jesus Christ.
Like,
Well, I said precipitation. You guys said the chance of precipitation.
Well,
it's raining.
so yeah, it's gonna fucking rain. You should have said if you can guess the precipitation. That would mean that we're choosing from a long range of precipitations that are already precipitating.
Lucas, you talk too much today.
Jeez, yeah, right.
I spent a lot of time in the sun. So I'm a
58%.
little-
That's still my guess.
58, Laz.
I said 57.
Okay, I think I picked 57 also. How close?
71.
71. Okay, that's far enough away that I can get the buzzer. All right.
The buzzer.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't hear the buzzers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you
I
can
do.
hear it.
No, I was thinking you were ringing the bell
There. Does
Yeah,
that make
that
you
one.
feel better?
a little bit.
Okay.
With the winds coming out of the north and northwest at 11 miles per hour.
Okay.
Research Lucas with the weather.
Thank you very much, Lucas. What is it? Doo-doo bottom?
Duty's
bottom.
Duty's bottom.
Wicklow, Ireland.
Duty's bottom. Wow. Because listening to it, you could also think D-U-T-Y, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's all kinds of different ways to look at it, folks. All right, so, Laz, you have a little beef over there.
You got
Yeah, I got
beef?
beef.
So you got beef. Please take it away, Laz.
It's personal, but not personal. But I don't give a fuck. Fuck it.
Sure.
So
You're among friends. It's okay. We'll accept you. Just talk your heart.
It's just between the three of us, bro.
yeah, and
And
everybody
the rest
else.
of the world.
Nah.
So we have a friend. Well, some of us might know him. I might not say his name, but I will. Ricky. Anyways,
Okay, wow. The beef is with Ricky, folks.
because
I'm not.
You got beef?
I'm not going to say his name, Ricky.
So remember, he was sober for like 62 days.
I remember,
whatever.
yep.
Yo,
He even said on his first episode back, like 2 episodes ago, how he's such a different and better person. We
Yeah.
asked why. He said, because I stopped drinking.
then this
And
mother.
then a week later, please take it away.
One day, he went to do an event. One day, took a shot, and just disappeared for fucking 2 days, which is fine.
Yeah, and he ended up
Yeah.
not, like basically ghosting that girl.
Oh yeah, but he needed to ghost that girl anyways.
Okay.
But like, anyways.
But anyway, this is all within the same couple days.
Yeah,
That's my
but
point.
like he gets so fucking annoying when he's drinking. It's like he's not a danger to anybody or whatever
Nah.
like that. But it's like, yo, just fucking control yourself. Fucking
Sure.
hey, bro. And even I called you last night.
Yeah.
Like it's like it's not even like, oh, we'll call everybody. It's fine. He calls you and it's like a dramatic
So
experience
here's the
about
thing.
everything.
So this is kind of like
Am I an asshole?
Ricky. So yeah, I'm chilling. I'm actually writing up the show, doing some research for the show. And so I just get a call from you and I'm thinking, okay, so, obviously he wants to talk about the show or has a question or some shit like that.
Well, I needed to call you about the show anyways.
Yeah, you
but-
did.
yeah.
But so I'm sure maybe that's why you called. So it was like, hey, Laz, what's up? And then all of a sudden, Ricky Jones like, dude, Seth, I have a question. And basically,
it's crazy.
so basically, this chick that, what was he with or dated or
Somebody he wanted to date.
Okay.
and then
so he
started
was just
talking to
rapping to her, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's like, and she's like, Seth, who's Napoleon? And the first thing I think is, what the, like, okay, so you mean Napoleon the Conqueror, the French conqueror? And I was like, and I was going to say that Napoleon Dynamite, Lucas, which is actually what you said.
Thanks for taking my thunder, Dick.
No, but right when he said that, right when he was
Please,
supposed to
Lucas,
talk
go
about
ahead.
it.
Go ahead. Ask the question.
So Lucas, do you know who Napoleon is?
No.
Now,
He doesn't know he doesn't know the answer yet.
Are we talking about the French Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte? Are we talking about Napoleon from the movie?
Napoleon Dynamite from the movie.
No, we're talking
Yeah.
about the real Napoleon.
So
Yeah, which one? They're both real.
So that's exactly what I said. But I didn't get to the second one. I was like, you mean Napoleon the French conqueror? And he's like, that's what I said. Exactly what I'm saying. See? Everybody knows Napoleon. This chick didn't know who Napoleon was. And I was like, what chick? Like, what are you talking about? So anyway, he just fucking just goes and goes and goes. It's like, this chick doesn't know who this person is, and blah 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 blah. And I'm like,
you
all right,
almost
dude.
there.
Almost.
Your voice almost.
I think it did a little bit.
But
So,
he just went
did.
nuts, bro. And then I have a neighbor that lives across the street from me. He usually gets off for work or comes home from work around like 9:30, 10 o'clock. And so if we're outside smoking, whatever, dude pulls up, let's ask him.
oh my god, dude.
Like, it's crazy. And like, I get it. I do drink a lot. I don't think you've ever seen me in a state where I'm like.
But why would it be that important? Does he really like the chick and he's just
It wasn't. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not even. He doesn't even give a fuck. Like, today's a new day. That shit never fucking happened. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just. That's what's annoying. That's
your friend, bro.
It's my best fucking friend. I know this motherfucker for
I know.
like forever. He's a great fucking dude.
Of course, man. That's why we love him.
Like, but it's like, yo, what the fuck? And today it's gonna be the shit that was so serious yesterday is nothing today.
But
I was curious about who doesn't know who Napoleon was, which it was kind of an interesting thing.
Sure. How many? So what percentage
We only
did
found
not
two:
know?
her and one guy.
Okay.
Everybody, and the guy from across the street, he actually bet the guy that he's gonna call 5 people right now. They're not gonna know. And when the first person he called was his brother, and then his sister-in-law was like, "How the fuck don't you know who Napoleon is?"
Wow.
Which was funny. Like, I was entertained. I'm not gonna lie, I was entertained. Like, this is a funny Ricky moment, but then we have the Ricky moments that are not that fun. So it is what it is.
Sure. Well, I can appreciate
It's my
that.
boy. It's my boy though.
So you finally found Pulp Fiction. Please tell us.
Pulp Fiction is
Yeah.
great. I'm almost done. It's a really long movie. It's 2.5 hours.
Sure. Well, I mean, that's long nowadays. Back then, you know, I mean, that was still a little bit longer, but that's when like Lord of the Rings was 3.5 fucking hours long.
Yeah.
With the director's
but like,
cut.
Yeah.
I do stuff during the day.
Director's cut was like 4 hours.
I'm watching things. I'm watching the movie, but I have to also like breakfast, lunch with my daughter. So like I took a nap. It's a really good movie though, because I kept watching it. So like obviously, and then my brother came to see me. Like I have a lot of things to do, but like I was saying, I have beef with Seth now. Seth is. I'm not gonna say how old Seth is.
Dang.
What? You got beef?
You're older than us. You need to tell us what to watch, bro.
I told you, Kill Bill is next.
Yeah, but just now, like you should have told me about these movies. Like when Pulp Fiction came out, I was 8 years old.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like these are the things that for the younger folks you need to be like, oh, you know
Kill
what?
Bill
Watch this.
1 and then Kill Bill 2.
Kill Bill 1 and like that's for our age. We
Yeah.
could probably figure that out.
That's a really you'll love that one. That's
Did you-
both of them are great.
Did you watch White Chicks?
Yeah, I watch White Chicks.
White
That-
Chicks. Come
that's
on,
what-
with the
dude,
Wayans brothers.
That's not the same
Come
shit
on,
as
man.
Pulp Fiction, bro.
Jesus Christ!
Oh,
Did you
Boondock
watch
Saints.
Snow Dogs
John Travolta reminds me
No,
of Seth
honestly,
in that movie?
in some parts.
Okay, sure.
For certain things, because like I went to Amsterdam, I got this, I got that, I'm doing this. Like he has a whole bunch of information, but
Sure.
no information. Like
Sure.
somewhat.
True Blue.
Suggestion, Laz. Boondock Saints.
Yeah, but
What?
Boondock Saints.
What the hell is that?
You never.
Boondocks from it's on
No, not the cartoon. The Irish mafia movie.
when did that come out?
Boondocks. Oh, geez, come on.
What year? I'm saying what year?
What are you talking? I've never heard of that.
1999. It has
Yeah, but I'm saying
Norman
like,
Reedus, Patrick Flannery, Willem Dafoe, Billy Connolly.
But I'm saying like for Seth's age, since he's a little bit older than us, he should have been like you know what? This movie was fire back in the day. You feel me? Like, watch it. You know what I mean? Like,
I can give you all kinds of them, but after Kill Bill,
not Star Wars,
no,
but anything else. Yeah, we're in.
Star Trek.
No.
anything with Star in it, I'm pretty sure he's out. So, but yeah, after Kill Bill, I'll hook you up with another one. It's all good.
I love movies. I mean, I'll watch it. It is what it is.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'm selective.
I saw Mortal Kombat. It was okay.
The new
What's
one?
that?
Yeah.
I want to see it. The original was great, but the original was kind of cheesy. I'd like to see a more dark Mortal Kombat. Is that this?
Sort of.
Okay.
Is it like
okay.
a Marvel or DC dark?
No. DC Dark is a weird dark.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly why I asked.
like it's not even. It's
What's wrong with dark, bro?
no. It's like really dark. Like I hate
gotcha.
DC movie. Like I don't even feel like when the good guy wins, they win.
Well, the Harley Quinn movie, Elena went to go watch it. That's the one with Margot Robbie, right? I'm pretty sure.
She walked out.
She walked out. She just couldn't. It was just too
the
dark.
first
and
one or the
gruesome.
second one?
The first one. She only had one.
No,
Right?
there's another Harley Quinn.
Oh, did they really? The first one, I think.
Go with the Birds of Prey, the second one.
Birds of Prey. That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Have you
weird.
guys
It's
seen the
like-
new Shazam?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. It was cute. I liked it. All right, so I have a quick update. Alex Navalny, Russia is eating again. So thank the Lord.
He didn't die. I thought he was gonna definitely be dead by now.
I knew he wasn't going to die. There's no way
on,
this guy can die.
Is he eating on his own accord or is he being forced?
No, he decided he's going to start eating.
Okay.
That's a good question. So yeah, there's definitely a difference, but I think people convinced him, like, listen, man, if you die, then all of this goes, like,
for a waste.
yeah, exactly. I'm assuming that's what happened. So with that,
Laz's Corner of Positivity.
You're such a setup.
How do you think I feel? I get it twice.
I'm ready though. I don't
go
give
ahead,
a fuck.
Lucas.
Yeah, let's see. Today I woke up.
Exactly.
Michigan man who lost everything in flood wins $2 million from a lottery scratch off.
Nice,
Nice.
dude.
This is from CNN.
Oh yeah.
So a year after there was a flood in Michigan, you know about this, right?
Yeah.
The 29-year-old man who decided to stay anonymous bought a ticket at a grocery store, and the year before he literally lost everything in this flood, like his home, all this shit, all this stuff, whatever. And he never really plays lotto because one time he did win like 10 grand,
Sure.
and then he saw like lucky 7 caught his eye, and he's like 7's my lucky number, so he played and he won $2 million.
Wow.
And he literally is just paying all his bills off and saving the rest. which is
Wait,
great.
so is it like a scratch off?
A scratch off.
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
and
damn,
he
okay.
thought he only
That's-
won. At first, he thought he was only gonna win like the money he paid for it,
Sure.
and he ended up winning the $2 million. And he's like, fire.
Wow.
He walked away with 1.3.
Yeah, after taxes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Sure. Not bad. 35%. I thought it'd be 40. 35% is not terrible.
Not at all.
Better than 40. That's for sure. Wow. All right.
I'm disappearing for a month if I ever
Yeah, for sure.
win. Like,
Elena asked me to get tickets some randomly.
I
not that
randomly
long
get
ago.
them.
Yeah. I was like, all right, I'll pick some up at the grocery store. It was fun, to be honest with you. You know,
never
just
know.
like look and see if you win or not. Like, I feel like if you do this every day, like eventually
Nah,
it
some
gets
people would
mundane and
spend,
you
like,
get yeah.
$20, $30 a day on lotto
Dude, when I
tickets.
see people spend like $50 on scratch offs, I'm like, dude, like you're better off putting that like in Bitcoin or like something. Jesus.
that makes sense.
Just saying. All right, folks. Well, that's pretty much our show. Hope you guys liked it. It's a little bit more conversational here, but the three of us don't get to do a show by ourselves very often, and it's kind of a nice change of pace. Any last minute thoughts out there? Anyone?
Nah.
Anyone? All right. Well, that's Seth and Mike 1. We got Laz in Mike 2.
Yo.
We got Lucas in Mike 3.
Hey.
Once again, folks, we have Seth and Mike 1. Just saying. Mike 1 over here. Seth. So those of you still watching
I want
or
Mike 2
listening,
again.
Mike 2. There you go. Mike 2 again.
What about Baby Yoda?
Oh, shit. That's right. Baby Yoda, say what's up. What? Yeah,
He just moves a little bit as you go to camera to like freaks.
I literally just balanced him on the chair, like I felt like he was gonna fall at any moment. But he's still holding on, man. The force is with him.
The force is strong.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Boom.
Holy crap, it's a tiger attack. The bitch is ripping off my clothes as I'm counting my stacks. I step back, but I don't care about the powder in the air or the nugs on my hair. Oh shit, she just took off my underwear, but I'm scared. The way the kitty's foaming at the mouth, dripping south to the floor, locks the door, she wants more. And the look in her eyes, not a lie, says that I might get eaten alive if I try to move one more inch behind. Take the kitty off the cage, take the cage off the kitty. Are you trying to be witty or make pussy sound more pretty? Because the way she's coming at me, gonna use her claws to slap me. Or maybe she's mad at me but won't give up until she has me. Oh, how can I get the cage back on the kitty? My friends would think I'm crazy, or my head is kinda hazy, or I might be that lazy. But yo, that shit don't faze me, alright? Cause the truth is, kitty's gonna get destroyed tonight.